Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to your daily Bitcoin update. An important one this time around, because this is the last update I'm going to give before tonight. And tonight is a big night because we have the interest rate decision, and perhaps even more important afterwards, the Fed press conference, where they basically tell about their decision, why it is like that, and also what to expect in the future. So very important, both for the economy, but also for Bitcoin. And in this video, I'm going to, excuse me, this afternoon I'll post a full video on the interest rate decision, really doing a deep dive onto it, because this time around it's quite a loaded decision with everything that's going around, everything that's going on with the banks and stuff. But in this video, we'll briefly tackle it, and then in that video, if you want to, obviously, you can get a real deep dive into the interest rate. But alright, so in this video we'll talk about Bitcoin. Before we talk about Bitcoin, I do want to say that if you want to receive daily trading signals, check out the links in either the pinned comment or the description. There you'll find instructions on how to join. Alright, so how I kind of wanted to do this is, first I wanted to tell you what I expect technically, because that's very much intertwined with the interest rate decision, and it's purely based on that. Because historically, what you tend to see ahead of a big event like this is that the price remains relatively stable until like 1 hour ahead of the news event. Then you'll probably see some bullish spikes, because right now there are some bullish momentum at least. Because right now the market altogether is just very, very bullish. But usually, kind of when the interest rate is almost being released, you see the price already moving quite a bit. So that's what I expect, but I mean, technically we have already been very stable and barely moving for the last for the entire week, since Sunday practically. We've just been consolidating between 27,300 and 28,600, and I don't expect anything else to happen. I mean, right now, if you really zoom in, what you can see is that we're above this level around 28,000. I don't necessarily think that will hold. I really think that there's a possibility that we'll drop down below that, but I do think we'll stay on top of like 27,500, 27,300. So technically a very boring day, at least this first part of the day, and then afterwards, right now, I've thought about this quite a lot in the last couple of days, even last week. Right now, I think that the Federal Reserve interest rate will go up to 5% from 4.75. There are some voices and some thoughts in the market that it will remain at 4.75. If that is the case, if it really stays 4.75, I think we'll easily get up to 30K. All right, there's this minor resistance around 29,250, 29,500, but I don't think that's nearly strong enough to stop the bullish momentum if the interest rate does not go up. It's more interesting though to kind of talk about what will happen if it stays the same, which is what I expect. What is most of the market is expecting as well. And at this point of time, I am not too sure. I think that if the interest rate really goes up to 5%, so that it just stays, or that it just goes up to 25 base points, and then it basically goes along with what the market expects, I think we will see some short-term bearish momentum, but I think overall Bitcoin will actually remain bullish. But I have to say that's quite a risky thing to say, because usually, or at least the beginning of this move, I thought that quite a big part of the bullish momentum that Bitcoin had was because of better economic circumstances. And if the interest rate really goes up like that, it's at least on the short term not that bullish if you take a look at the circumstances. So yeah, that's my take on Bitcoin and kind of my expectations on both events or both possibilities, both scenarios. If you do have any questions, let me know. If you want a full deep dive into the interest rates, check out my video this afternoon. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.